All right, guys. I need to throw a quick makeup on. A lot of stuff back here. It is empty. I am revamping this room because I've been spending so much time in it and I'm so beyond over what it looks like. I can't even stand it. So I figured I would just throw some makeup on. I posed a question on the YouTube threads. I need a mascara that's not gonna smudge on me. I have one. I have one mascara that I love that doesn't smudge. It's this one, but this mascara doesn't give me volume. This is the Panorama by L'Oreal. It's the Voluminous line. It's the only one from the Voluminous line that doesn't smudge. The other ones, they do. So I'm on the hunt today with all your recommendations about what I should do, taking the big ring off my finger. So I'm gonna throw some quick makeup on. I'm gonna use my hands. Crazy. This is the Kosas Dream Beam Comfy Smooth Sunscreen. Usually I'll use this alone. It is so nice, and I know that people are kind of hot and cold with Kosas, but I like it. I think it's really nice. I haven't used their concealer. I might actually pick up their concealer today, and I've never tried it, so we'll see. I just got some makeup in my hair. Yay me. So this sunscreen goes on with the slightest tiny bit of a tint, so it evens out my skin the smallest amount. I mean, barely any, honestly, but it's extremely glowy. Like a sunbeam. So, yeah. I am gonna run to Sephora today and to Ulta. They're both around the corner, and we are going to check it out. So I always keep these on my desk. I have found these, I don't know, on Amazon. They're the, I don't know what that word is, V-U-A-C-E-P-E. They're these little disposable hand towels. I dry my face with them after I wash my skin, and I have 2 packs of them. So I keep 1 pack here, and then I keep 1 pack in the bathroom. So whenever I have to like wipe my hands off, I mean, I've got some dirty ones here on the desk, that's gross. So I pull these out if I have to wipe my hands off. They're super absorbent and they're nice. I've got that on the sunscreen. Normally I would just set it with my Becca powder. Yes, my discontinued Becca powder, which I just went on Amazon and bought 5 of. But I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go in with this, you know, I bought this a couple weeks ago. This is the Kosas BB Burst. Did I buy it a couple weeks ago or did I buy it last week? These weeks are flying by. I can't even keep up. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this on top for the smallest amount of coverage. I don't want a ton of coverage. So I'm gonna use my hands. So I'm already using my hands. Oh, see, instantly more coverage. It's Kosas, and I'm already using Kosas, so I was like, well, maybe they'll mend well together. What's funny is I haven't actually used the 2 at the same time. Do you see how easily I get diverted? I was talking about my mascara journey. I need mascara that's not going to get all gnarly on me. I smudge here like crazy, and I hate it. So that looks nice. I'm gonna have to definitely tint up my neck. My face and my neck are 2 different colors. I don't know if anyone else suffers with that. It drives me freaking crazy, but it is my reality. I look so dewy. Oh, I'm wearing my fun ring today. Look. Do you love that? So one thing you should know about me. Wait, let me get some concealer. The smallest amount. Oh wait, I have it out of my desk already. One thing you should know about me is I have, I don't know, 10, 12 engagement rings. That is who? Sasha. Fat girl. So I have 10 or 12 engagement rings. I have my major engagement ring that I got from my husband that I got married with. But I also get very, very bored with things. I know that sounds horrible. I'm not bored with my engagement ring, but I like to switch things up a lot. So I buy these fun, huge engagement rings. Like, look at this one. I got this from Modern Gents. It was a targeted ad, of course, from Instagram. And I started seeing all these beautiful rings on there. And this was, I don't know, I want to say 3 years ago. And I wear my ring to work, my actual engagement ring. But the problem is that I wear gloves on and off all day. And one time I almost ripped my ring off and threw it in the garbage and didn't notice. So I get paranoid about wearing my engagement ring, my actual sentimental, beautiful princess cut diamond that I got from my husband nearly 20 years ago. So I started getting these kind of ring replicas. They're silver and they're CZs. Some of them are moissanite, not from Modern Gens, but this one happens to be CZ, and well, they call them cruelty-free diamonds, right? And they're affordable. I think this ring was like $85 or $100, something like that. And I have these little Pandora rings on either side. I like to switch things up, guys. So, I mean, this is what? I think 3 carats or 3.5 carats. I'm not buying the 10 of these rings because I like to switch things up. So I got a bunch of these rings and I absolutely adore them. I have a cushion cut, I have a radiant cut, I have an emerald cut. I don't have any round cuts. I don't care for round diamonds, quite frankly. But I love their website, and I've been wearing their rings for years now. Okay, I'm gonna just set my under eye because that seems to just pop off on me very quickly, and I don't want to do that. All right, let's go to blush. I wanna use one of these Morphe blushes. I'm gonna use this one. This one is in the color That Girl. That Girl. I'm gonna add a little bit of color. Actually, what I've learned with these, kind of do this, make sure there's stuff in the tip before you start squeezing on your face, or else if you over push, it goes everywhere. See, even this, I put too much here, so I'll go here. And then more hand action. I like to switch things up. I used to do things like dye my hair, but I'm not doing that kind of stuff anymore. So I switch things up with my clothing. I switch my earrings all the time. Like last week I had a big gold heart in here. Now I have a little, I don't know, I think it's an olive branch or something. I just like to switch things up with my jewelry. So I'm not going to spend all of my life savings on buying engagement ring after engagement ring. So I go to Modern Gens. This is not sponsored, by the way. Okay, this is not sponsored. I wish they would sponsor me though, because I absolutely love their jewelry. I do, I love their jewelry. I don't know why I put the concealer on before I put my blush under my under eyes. I look like a ghost right now in this viewfinder. Let me just add up a tiny bit more. I know, you guys are like, Sam, you're an idiot, you already set your eyes. I know. I do the craziest stuff. Well, it's very dewy, this whole look. And when I set my under eyes, it barely did anything. I don't think I used enough powder. Let's get this big bitch. Okay. Oh, you smell like puff? Puff of powder. Right in my face. I'm gonna get powder all over this white tank top. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. But I wear white a lot, and I'll explain why. I wear white a lot because I constantly drop things right here. I have big boobies. And when I eat, I'm a piggy. So the food goes right here. I did get makeup on me. The food goes right here. Like right straight down. And I always wind up staining my shirts. So it is extremely aggravating. It is extremely aggravating. My Urban Decay Naked palette is super expired because it is super old, and I got it when it first came out back in the day. So I'm going to use Naked, which is just a neutral shade, and I'm gonna whoop 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 all over my lids, just like that. Again, I don't know why I put blush on before I decided to do my eye makeup. This is supposed to be a quick thing, that's why. I'm not looking to do some big drawn out thing. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut to the side. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'll be right back. All right, boom, brows back on. Actually didn't set them yet. So you guys can join me for setting them. I do have them tattooed. So it's like I have a stencil and I don't have to draw them on, but my eyebrows, I think like a lot of people, have turned gray. They have turned gray, and I'm not talking about my hair, because I've been blessed enough that I don't have any gray hair yet, and I'm gonna be 45. I feel like I've mentioned that too many times in the last few videos. Maybe I'll cut that out. The tattoo itself, the pigment has shifted, and which once was like a taupe is now a gray. I don't really care because I always either put gel on. I'll dye my brows with, I don't even know if I have any right now. I used the Just for Men. I made a video about that, I don't know, 12, 13 years ago. Then it went viral. Okay, I started that trend. Could you imagine I actually said that? I don't care. You know who suggested Just for Men for me? I used to use this brow tint that I got from Sally's, and when I went to Sally's, this girl at Sally's says, you should get Just for Men because then you can portion out the dye size. And I was like, that's a good idea. So I've been doing it ever since then, and I haven't been to Sally's in a decade. So anyway, let's go back to our eyes. So I'm using Naked from the Naked palette, which is one of the softer kind of brown. It's just a good transition shade. And then I'm going to pop something funsies on the lid. Funsies on the lid. Let's go for Sin. Yeah. Sin is that second shade in here. I feel like I'm having a flashback. I feel like I'm having a flashback right now. I'm not looking to do anything super crazy right now. Honestly, I just want to do something a little quick that brightens me up a little, makes me look alive. I have been having so much fun making these YouTube videos. I don't know that a lot of you guys are seeing them though, because I'm not getting tons of views. Some videos got lots of views, but I used to get between, I don't know, 5,000 and 15,000 views on videos back in the day. But I also did a lot of unboxings, so I got a lot of people that were interested in BoxyCharm and all that stuff. So I did get a lot of those. A lot of views came from doing BoxyCharm and all that. All right, so one thing that the Naked palette doesn't have for me is a matte highlighter. That always drove me absolutely crazy. So I'm gonna grab a brush. I grabbed the brush from over here, and I'm just gonna use a nice cream highlight. I like a matte highlight if I'm doing kind of more shimmer on the eye. I don't mind doing double shimmer. That doesn't bother me at all. But if I'm going kind of higher up on the lid, I feel like it's too much. And I'm not the kind of girl that's going to put my eyeshadow from my lid line, which is called the lid margin. I'm not going to go from the lid margin all the way up to the brow with the same shimmery color. It's just not my style. It's never been my style. And there's a bug crawling on my window. Blended well. See, just something simple. I'm not looking to go crazy, invent the wheel, reinvent the wheel. And I'll put that to the side. My go-to eyeshadows from MAC are always my highlight. I don't want to do anything else. I really don't. Let's grab some mascara. Hi, Sasha Mom, you fat girl. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. This is good. I love this. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I don't like the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I like this like dark chocolatey brown. I got a bunch of different recommendations for mascaras that I'm gonna get today. Any opportunity I have to get a travel size version, I'm going to do that, because I don't want to spend like $200 on different mascaras. And most of the mascaras that I get smudge on me. Almost all of them. Someone suggested waterproof mascara, but I don't like how much hullabaloo it takes to get the mascara off. I understand makeup remover will take it off. The micellar water I use is not great with the waterproof mascara, and I really love that product. So I don't want to have 8 products to take off different mascaras and stuff like that. How many times can I say that word? So that's kind of where I'm running into problems. I can get waterproof, and for the most part it doesn't smudge. That being said, when your eyes get older, you don't want to rub them, and sometimes the only way I can get that product off my face is really rubbing. I use the Clinique Take the Day Off. This is gonna sound stupid. I use that, and that's gonna be in my skincare video. That is fatso. But the problem with that product is I don't like using it around my eyes, because when I use it around my eyes, it makes my vision blurry for a few minutes, because it just seeps into my eye and it drives me crazy. So I don't like to use it. I use it on my face, and I use my micellar water to take off my eye makeup. I have a very strange way of doing things. It's weird, guys. I get so much mascara on my upper lid. But I try to just let that dry, and then I go back and either smudge that off or I cover it with eyeshadow. So, you know. Alright, so let's do something about this neck. I'm going to take a little bit of this NYX Butter Bronzer. This looks very dark. I'm not going to take this shade. I'm going to take the shade that's a little bit lighter. This one. What's the name of this shade? Buttermilk Bronzer. Buttercup. Let's take Buttercup. Yeah, see, this one's very close to my skin tone. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. I'm going to put these little ponies out of the way, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to bronze up the neck a little. That way my neck isn't so starkly different than my face. And my face products don't add a ton of color because I try to match my neck to the face products I bring, that I use. Okay, what do you think? Right? There's all these words on my camera, so I can't even see. But I am gonna risk getting stuff on my shirt throughout the day. I like this mist. I like the Better Than Sex. I do, but I feel like, where's the volume? I'm gonna put a tiny bit more on, especially this eye. It's all right. I mean, I'm not like winning any awards right now. I need a quick highlighter. You know what? I'm gonna go with MAC Soft and Gentle. It's an oldie but a goodie. It goes all the time with everything. And for me, it's the truest highlight. It just, if you're looking for that watery highlight where it just looks like shine and not a color, for me, it's very pretty. I love it quite a bit. I never put any proper blush on, but I want to keep it more neutral today. I like it. So, I am a big fan of this. I really like it. You know what I found in my bathroom yesterday? A liquid blush I never opened. So, great. Put our ring back on. And let's find something for lips. What about something like chili? Oh, that could be fun. Like an orangey red. So let's do cherry lip liner. Fun. If you ever need or want one MAC lip liner, cherry is the one to get. What I really like about MAC lip liners too, they're not too creamy. They're creamy, but not too creamy, you know? And when you fill in with the lip liner, it's almost doubles as a primer. So years ago, I don't know if you guys do or don't know this, years ago I did get lip filler. I haven't done it in 3 years, I think. Here we go for chili. Honestly, I should have gone for Ruby Woo. Not the lipstick, the lip liner. Ruby Woo is like a little bit more orange. I think Ruby Woo would have actually been a really great match for this. So nice. I love this. Let's blot it in my little hand towel. I'll wrap it around my finger like this, and then I go like that. And the color is matte, so it won't get on my teeth. Ooh, so pretty. I'm gonna finish my day off with a little bit of this. I've been loving this. This is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray by e.l.f. You know what this does too? When you overuse powder, it gets rid of that powdery look. And God knows I can overuse powder. And dab my powder brush on my little baby hairs on my face. Okay, what do you think? This is my going out makeup. So we're gonna jump in the car, we're gonna chit chat, and we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep this going. All right, that's it. I need help. And I'm serious, if you guys don't know how to fix this, I'm gonna get upset because I don't know how to fix this, and then I just need someone to help me. Every time I get into my car, anything that's on my Apple Music, which I don't use ever, plays automatically on my phone, on my car. It drives me crazy. And any albums that I bought years ago that are on there, even that stupid U2 album that you can't delete on Apple Music from, I don't know when they gave us that years ago. It's so annoying. It'll automatically start playing every time I start my car because it starts streaming. When I had my first Murano, I figured out how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it. And I've Googled it, and I've fiddled with it. I think the only way for me to stop it is to delete every bit of music on Apple Music. It drives me wild. And what's funny is years ago I bought an Amy Grant Christmas album, which I absolutely love. It's two of her Christmas albums are my favorite. Christmas, I think it's Home for Christmas and something else. My favorite Christmas albums of all time. So I have that on my phone. I use Spotify. I don't use Apple Music. Me and Matt pay the premium every month because we love Spotify. That's one of the few apps I would choose Spotify over Netflix, honestly. So every time I get into the Maxima, my freaking Amy Grant music starts playing. Like, I'll give you a snip. It's on right now. Okay. I absolutely love it. That happens to be a really great song. And I can't play more than 10 seconds of it. But it drives me crazy. Every time I get into the car, it plays. It just be nuts. And I don't know how to stop it. So if you guys know how to stop your freaking Apple Music from automatically playing every time you get in the car, please tell me in the comments below. I need to know. It drives me insane. So anywho, I wind up putting on Spotify. I have a whole playlist. If you guys want my ultimate Spotify playlist, I'll link it for you guys. You can follow me on Spotify. Every time I remember a song or I hear a song that, oh, I remember I used to love that song, I put it on this playlist. So it's just like the best of for 30 years. It has the most random stuff on there. I think it starts with Rihanna, Cheers to That. And then my last one is a K-pop song by Stray Kids. I forget the name of the song. Maniac. I think it ends with Maniac. I love Stray Kids. Seriously, I don't understand what they're saying in most of their songs because they speak Korean. They do have some English songs or songs in English, but for the most part, I don't understand what they're saying in most of their songs. I don't care. They are so freaking catchy. And it started with this one video that I saw on TikTok, and they called it the Felix effect. And he's just like this little tiny guy, and his face is beautiful, but his voice is, he's like super baritone. And I guess all the girls that like the Stray Kids go crazy over him. They're so cute. They're in their 20s, so I can't be like, oh, he's so hot, because he's a little baby to me. But so adorable. And the faces on these guys, they're so pretty. So yeah, that's my playlist that I listen to all the time. So someone's pulling out of a parking spot and he's looking to the right and he's inching forward and I'm coming from the left, and I was just waiting for him to hit me. We're gonna start at Ulta, needless to say. We're gonna start at Ulta. I think I found a spot. Did I? Next to a huge pickup truck. Unless there's a motorcycle in there. There's not. Okay. So we're gonna start at Ulta. First of all, I have a ton of points to Ulta that if I wanted to buy things on my points. They just came out with a new coupon, which is 20 off 100. That really pisses me off, especially with what happened last week. And the girl wouldn't give me the damn 20% off. And now they have another coupon. It's $20 off 100. They're playing games. That girl could have given me the 20% off. That's all I'm saying, okay? So now I think I'm going to get the Real Technique brushes if I don't spend too much on mascara. If I do, I'm not getting the Real Technique brushes. But if I need to push it up to that $100 point, I'm going to do it because there are a couple Real Technique brushes I really like. I feel like I'm channeling Gwen Stefani today, and I just realized it. What do you think? Red lips, bold brows, braids in my hair. It's just the vibe. If I can film while I'm in there, I will. I'm not a huge fan of walking and filming, quite frankly. Again, I swear to God. So I'm back in the car. I had a crazy thing happen. Well, it wasn't crazy. It wasn't like crazy, but I went up. I'm diamond on my Ulta account. So I went to get my diamond free, which is a little weird, but let me just stick to the story and then I'll backtrack. So I went to go get a Shape Tape Radiant, And I was kind of looking at the shades, and I don't want the regular Shape Tape because I'm too old and it creases. Like, it's just too, like, on me. Anyway, so when I'm looking at the colors and I'm testing them out, there's these two people that work at Ulta that work, I guess, at the Benefit bar, the brow bar, and they were just shit talking for 5 minutes. I was just standing there. No one asked me if I wanted help. All they were doing was shit talking. She starts off, the one girl says, well, if you're going to come in here and you're not going to take my advice anyway, why are you even bothering to come in here? I mean, what? Because you think you see a TikTok video, all of a sudden you think you're Kim Kardashian's makeup artist? It was crazy. And they were just going off. I mean, going off, the two of them. So unprofessional. Just, I know it's Ulta. We're not going into some fancy boutique, but have a little bit of decorum. I couldn't even believe it. So they were too busy talking shit about their customers to even ask me if I wanted help shade matching. And then finally, I had 3 shades on my hand. So I turned around when there was a little pause in their trash talk. I said, hey, can I ask you a question? She's like, yeah. She had an attitude. And then I kept asking her questions, just trying to soften her up. And she did soften up a little bit, but she was rough, bro. And if you're looking for, I don't know, commission or anything, you're not going to get it with that kind of attitude. Being somebody that has to be nice to people for a living, that's not it. Like, that's not fire. Okay. I couldn't believe it. And they were just making fun of these customers and how their makeup looked. I get the frustration of it. Don't come asking me for questions and answers, like looking to me for answers if you're not going to listen to me. That is one of my peeves. I call those people assholes because they ask, and they never take your advice. But I mean, look at who's around you before you go on your diatribe of trash. So I did get some stuff. Not only did I use points for the majority of my purchase, I used $100 of points. I had to pay $40. I did get my $20 off. So the girl talked me into the Clinique Take the Day Off makeup wipes because I did get some makeup waterproof mascaras today. And I hate using the Take the Day Off balm to take my mascara off because it makes my vision blurry. So I got these. These were 20 bucks though. So if these things aren't amazing, they are going back. I did get the Real Technique brushes I was telling you guys about that I wanted to get last time when I got snubbed. So I got the Bubble Blending Brush. This is a big kabuki brush. This is really cute. I got this Tapered Cheek brush, and I got this Glow Round Base brush. So I got these 3 brushes. I think they were $11.99 each, and then I got the $20 off. So I did take some of your advices. I got the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara, which I guess is the new one. I got in brown and pitch black. So these were, I think, $7 each or so. I got my Superhero It Mascara. I have gotten this mascara before, but I never got the waterproof one. So I got the waterproof one. So I'm hoping this does the trick. I did like Superhero before, but it used to smudge on me. So I stopped wearing it. What else? I got this in waterproof. This is the Badgirl Bang by Benefit. I got this in waterproof. Again, I have high hopes. And the wand looked really nice. It looked like a rubber bristle wand. So I'm excited about that. 2 other things that I got that I had on my list because when I watch TikToks and videos, I screenshot them when I get them. The new Butter Gloss Bling. So I love Butter Gloss, and they have, wait, there's one missing. She didn't put the 3rd one in the bag. No! I got 3 and she only put 2 in the bag. It must have been wrapped up in the Ulta bag. Damn it. So there was one, it was a very, very light gold, but that, I mean, that's fine. Whatever. So I did get these. So this is kind of like a rosy one and a peachy one. So I got that. And the last thing I did get was Benefit Cookie Highlighter. Everyone's talking about this right now, and I've never had it. I put it on my hand and I really liked it. So that was our little Ulta haul. We're going to head over to Sephora right now. I don't know. I'm wondering if my camera is going to heat up. So let me let it cool down. Once I get over there, I'll start filming again. One thing I didn't tell you guys, I did record it on my phone. So if you can actually hear, I was holding my phone this way, so I put record. If you can actually hear them, I'm going to put that footage in so you can hear just the venom, the venom.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah, what is that?
What is that?
It's so rude.
Or like when the girl's looking at you, just honestly just admiring you. So many times girls have asked, why do you keep staring at me? I think it's like first because if I tell you you look amazing and you don't say thank you, that's so it's gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, but that's so rude.
No, my favorite one is the grabbing the
Oh, making out. Nobody wants your man. Relax.
I just want to take your hair products are. You use your points or not.
Yeah,
You don't
relax.
think about that serious. I purposely don't.
So I just took the 30-second drive over from Ulta to Sephora, and somebody did something on the road that is my ultimate pet peeve. They threw a freaking cigarette out of the car. This world is not your ashtray, ma'am. If you want to poison your lungs with nicotine and tar, I fully support you. I don't care. But don't throw your damn cigarette out of the car. Don't flick it out of the car. You put that cigarette out in a garbage you have in your car and then you throw it away properly. Those things never break down. It's disgusting. When people do that, I literally want to take my car and ram them. I want to get out of the car, rip them by the hair out of their window, and then smash their face into the ground. I don't know how I haven't done it yet. I get so irrationally angry when people litter. Don't litter. Don't litter. This world is not your trash can. Whatever. I'm going into Sephora now. Okay, so these are the mascaras. So I'm trying to find the ones that everybody was talking about, and I'm not finding them. So let's see. Okay. All right, we're done. We're donesy. I actually use as many points and that kind of thing at the stores. You guys didn't tell me. We'll go to Red Butthole Lips. We need to touch up our lipstick. This one girl was following me around Ulta. Not Ulta. She was following me around Sephora, and she kept telling me how much she loved my lipstick. And she's like, I can't put on lipstick. I can't do it. I need to learn. And I always find it funny when people say things like that, like they don't know how to put on lipstick. It's just trial and error. Anything is trial and error. So I did get a bunch of mascaras. They were all pretty inexpensive. I only got one full size. So someone recommended the Milk makeup one. I couldn't find it. They didn't have any, but I got a bunch that people did recommend, and then I just kind of picked as I would. I did get a little mini Kosas concealer, so that's not a mascara. I'm trying the Fenty Beauty, this is 'Cause I'm Black mascara. Oh, that's that. The Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. So, again, all minis. I got the Perfect Strokes Universal Volumizing by Rare Beauty. I did get the Pillow Talk Plush Up Lashes from Charlotte Tilbury. I love Charlotte Tilbury, so I have high hopes for that. And then I did get the Tower 28 that someone recommended, and this was doubled down by somebody else that recommended it. So I got a lot of new mascaras. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this whole thing. The only mascara that was super expensive, well, what was $17, was the one full-size one, the Tower one. But everything else was $13, $10, $11, $13. So, or $9, actually. All right, so we're going to head home. We're obviously not going to do any mascara try-on today because I already have mascara on. I will normally know pretty quickly if it's going to smudge. I mean, I would say within a couple hours. Every once in a while I get fooled by a mascara, and then they trick me, and it's like after a couple hours it gets me. Very few mascaras last me all day long. All day. The best one was Baby Doll Lash from YSL, but they got rid of that. I feel this black cloud on me sometimes. And I always make this joke. If you want something to go away, just give it to me or make me like it. So everything that I love, and I think I mentioned this in a video a couple weeks back, if I like something, a restaurant's gonna get rid of it or a company's gonna discontinue it. This happens to me all the time. So if I fall in love with a mascara, it's gonna go away. I fall in love with Taco Bell dishes, they go away. It first started back in the late 90s with the Southwest Caesar salad from Fridays. I was so obsessed with that salad. This salad dressing was just, it was everything. The salad, the contents, the chicken, the perfect balance of corn and bean. It was delicious. And the dressing was just this chipotle smoked ranch. I've never tasted one that is exactly like that I love. Never. And when they got rid of it, I remember the first time I went in there, and it must have been within a day or two when they got rid of it. I used to go to Fridays every week and get the salad, maybe even twice a week. And I would ask for extra dressing on the side. This was not low calorie by any means. I loved it. So I would go in there constantly with my bestie, Kristen, and constantly get that salad. I mean, this is before I met Matt. I mean, I was single. This was a long, long time ago. And one day we went into Fridays, I think it was in Rockville Center, and I asked for the I wouldn't even look at the menu because I would get this every time. So I asked for the Southwestern Caesar salad, and the girl looks at me, she's like, oh no, that was discontinued. And my heart broke. I said, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, they took it off the menu. I said, did they still have the dressing? She's like, we still have some of the dressing in the back. I said, can they just make it for me? So for a few weeks after they got rid of it, the Fridays in Rockville Center, they would still make me that salad. But then the dressing, they started watering it down because they didn't have a lot. So they would water it down and died inside over the salad dressing. One dressing that I don't know what dressings you guys like. Dressings are what kind of kills a salad. Unfortunately, with the calorie count, you can have this big, beautiful, oh my God, this big, beautiful, delicious salad, and it's so healthy for you. And then you dump 500, 600 calories worth of salad dressing on it. And it could really happen very quickly, especially if you put like a quarter a cup on, because 2 tablespoons could be 150, 200 calories. It can really get high fat. Ken's salad dressing, they make a peppercorn ranch that I really like. And it's the light version. I don't know if they still make the light version, but it used to be, I used to get the light peppercorn ranch. And I would put that over a Southwest, Purdue used to make those chicken cuts, the chicken breast that they grill and season and they sell in the package. So I would take the grilled chicken, they had a Southwestern, it was kind of like a smoked chipotle, whatever, seasoned chicken breast. That combined with the peppercorn ranch from Ken's, and I would make a salad using those 2 things. That was almost the Friday salad. Almost. Not as good, but very, very close. So when I would be at work, what I would do is I would buy a package of whole wheat pitas, and I'd buy those chicken the chicken breast things. I would take half the package. I would eat half package for lunch every day. So every other day to work, I would bring a big bag of romaine, and I would eat half the bag of the romaine and half the chicken. I would take the chicken, heat it up in the microwave for a minute. I would cube it, put it in the salad, and use a couple tablespoons of that dressing. And that would be my lunch. And what I would do is take the lettuce and the chicken, and I would stuff it into the pita and eat it that way. And I used to eat that every single day. That was my absolute favorite for lunch. I have done that in recent times. The salad dressing that I used to get, though, was very high calorie. I was very thin when I was younger, and I was always on my feet. I was never sitting down. I was always running around like a maniac. Plus, when I was in my early 20s, me and Matt lived in Long Beach, which has a 4-mile boardwalk. So I used to walk the boardwalk every single day. And my hours at work were always 7:30 to 3:30. So I never had any sort of issues like, I don't know, staying fit. I do walk a lot at work now, but it's just different when you get older. That's why I've been That's why, first of all, I got the tracking ring, which I'm not wearing right now, but I would track my sleep now, track my steps, make sure I'm staying mobile and active. Oh, it's not as easy, guys. Not as easy when you get to be middle-aged. But I'm trying, and I'm doing well, and I'm, you know, feeling better. Like, the pants I'm wearing right now used to be like a little bit tight at the waist. Now they're super loose, and I would never wear it with a fitted shirt, ever. You would never catch me wearing a fitted tank top. But now my stomach is so much less bloated, so I feel much more comfortable wearing this kind of outfit. You know, listen, when I sit down, my belly's gonna come out. This is part of life, and there's nothing to be ashamed of that. Everybody has a belly. You have to be super, super trim and super thin to sit and not even get like a little line on your stomach to get a roll, you know, for it to be super trim. So I'm not embarrassed over that, but I just don't want like a pooch, you know. I always had a flat stomach. And then recent years, I got much more bloated, and I don't know if it's my cortisol levels, but I will hold weight a lot more in my stomach. When I was younger, I never did. I would get my fat ass and my thighs would get bigger, and like my arms would get bigger, but like never in my stomach. But now that I've gotten older, my stomach does hold more weight. It is 1 o'clock. I'm going to go in. I'm going to make myself some sort of lunch. I'm going to try to film later, but I don't really know what we need to talk about. I mean, if there's anything you guys want to talk about. I'm getting a really good response from that Q&A. People are still really liking that video, so I'm glad you guys connected. And I'm trying to be more open with you guys, just with candid conversations about things, because you seem to be responding to that. It's not easy to remember to stay out of entertaining mode, if that makes sense. I never made YouTube to be like, oh, I'm an entertainer, I'm entertaining you guys, I'm an influencer. I never looked at it that way. I just looked at it like fun, right? So I always try to have fun with you guys and be on a personal level and having conversations. But I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to a camera. So you guys have to keep that in mind. So it's not like I have back and forth and I have constant feedback from you guys in real time. I don't. I'm very curious if my footage inside Ulta, if you can hear them talking shit. Yeah. Oh, you know what I want to tell you guys really quick? So I got this really, really fun opportunity. Now that I've been back on YouTube for about a month, you know, I'm starting to get the emails again. I used to get emails from companies that would want to work with me. They'd want to send me free products, that kind of stuff. So that kind of thing started again. I would never take opportunities for videos on products that I don't like or ones that prevent me from being honest. So that was always something that I stood on. I would never be like, oh, let me take this product that is going to pay me all this money just to talk about their shit and it's garbage. No. But I was going to film my skincare video this weekend, and one of the products that I use, that I've been using for 1 year, I got it not even a year yet. I got it last November, and I've gone through multiple jars of it, 2 jars of it now. They reached out to me about possibly doing like an integration video. And I don't know that they would pay me for the video, but they would send me free products. They want me to talk about the product, obviously, in the video. And then it might be one of those things where if you guys click my link, I get some sort of commission. I don't know what the details are of the video yet. And it's a product I already use. So when I saw the email come over yesterday, I shit. I was like, I already use that product. So I'm hoping that they sent me this proposal and then they make me go in and apply, and then they send it over to the company, and then the company reaches out to me to confirm that I want to work with them, blah, blah, blah. So if that does pan out, I'm going to use that as an opportunity to be like getting free, product. And then I was going to do that video anyway. So I'm going to hold off for a week or 2 on that because I already use the product. I love it when I already have a relationship with the product. I already love it. And it made me so excited. So it's the first time that's happened since I've been back on social media. I used to get so much PR. But when I stop making videos, the PR stops. The only company that still sends me PR is Kiss. So I would get
PR every single day. Huge boxes of it. I would give away so much free makeup to just like friends and coworkers and family, and now I don't get any. But the emails are starting to come again. I got a couple emails from, it always starts with skincare. So the first one was a skincare, it was like iPads, and another one was a moisturizer, which I'm not interested in because I already have my routine. And I'm not looking to just get free product to get free product. But it's starting to happen again where I'm getting the emails about the PR and all that good stuff. But I'm hoping that I can make a video with this one company because I love, 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 love their product. All right, guys, I'm going to go in. I'm going to eat. I don't know if I'm going to film more today. I'll try. I don't know if I'm doing anything interesting. Maybe if I make something good and you guys want to tag along, I will let you know. But that's it for now. 1:04 on a Saturday. Later.
Hey, so I'm back. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about as far as my mascara smudging. Look at this. Did you see this? It didn't smudge bad, but it did smudge. This is actually the best I can hope for, honestly. Let's chill with the extreme zooming. So yeah, this isn't bad compared to what I normally experience. So I would say, when did I put my makeup on? Probably around 10 a.m. It's 3:16 now, so we got some pretty good longevity out of it. I figured I would just come up, touch up my lipstick, because even when I'm home, I like to have my lipstick look nice. It sparked a thought in my head when I went to Ulta and those kind of mean girls were chattering at Ulta about the customers. I'm sure the customers were less than nice. I mean, that happens sometimes, right? But there's never any excuse for open disdain for me. And she was like, one thing I didn't mention in the video before, and I was listening to the footage that I had taken while I was there, and she was talking about how some customer came in and she's like, I hate it when customers come in and they're all over their boyfriends or the husbands, like, honey, I don't want to sleep with your husband. It was just such a weird, it was a weird comment to make. Like, jealousy amongst women in that kind of manner just seems so outdated. And I don't understand. It just seemed like a weird flex on the behalf of the girl that worked at Ulta. Like, she thought that the girl that went into Ulta thought that she wanted to, I don't know, she was eyeing up her husband or her boyfriend or something. And I thought that it was weird that the girls working at Ulta were so openly shitty about customers. Customers, I'm sure, can be terrible. I have no doubt in my mind that people can be awful because I've seen it, I've experienced it. But when you usually work for a company like that, you keep the shit talk behind closed doors. Like, you don't normally sit there and go off on people openly for other customers to hear. It's just tacky. Let's see. So I'm gonna take all my mascaras and I'm gonna put them in one bag. This is gonna be my mascara bag. Okay. Let's check out these Real Technique brushes. I was just using one. I love Real Techniques. I've loved them forever. I remember watching Pixie Woo on YouTube years and years and years ago. This brush, look how dense. That's a really nice. They've really upped their game. This used to be the go-to foundation brush for them. So you can see, this one's really good too. And it's decently dense, but this one's much more dense. So you could see how they're very similar, but different at the same time. So this one is an angled, puffy brush. I figured I could use this for maybe a little bit of highlighter blush action. I like that. This reminds me of their smaller brush. First of all, I have so many of their brushes. They're all dirty though. So we've got that one, and then we have the big ass kabuki brush. Let's get this out. I was calling it the kabuki brush. They're calling it something else though. The bubble blending brush. I think this would be really good for the Jones Road Beauty Balm because I really like a very dense brush, and this one, yeah, we're excited. And one thing I like about the brushes, they can stand up because they're flat on the bottom, so you can stand them right up on your desk. So, not that you're really going to utilize that a whole lot, to be honest. Cold anyway. The contour brush. I'm going to get out Cookie. Cookie. Benefit Cookie. It's one of my haul products. Let's get, it's very small, which surprises me. Look at how tiny it is. How much product is in here? I don't even know. Oh, okay. 0.28 ounces, which is 8 grams of net product. Let me see how much is in the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I can't see. I can't see. Glasses time. Glasses time. This is 10 grams of product. All right, so even though it's 10, I know. You guys are like, she's so hot with her glasses on. My glasses are so dirty, I can barely see out of them. Okay, this is 10 grams, this is 8 grams, so actually it's pretty comparable. I want to see this on my face. This looks gorgeous. And I guess Benefit just did an influencer trip. So Cookie has been everywhere. All right, Cookie kind of looks like Soft and Gentle. Okay, that's like amping up my texture a little bit. Okay, all right, let's powder that out a little bit. Powder it out, we'll blend it out a little bit. I want to do a swatch of Cookie. So this is Cookie. Let's do a swatch of Soft and Gentle because are these very similar? We're going to swatch with a different finger. No, one's brighter. Okay, so this is Soft and Gentle. They have a very similar effect though. This one is definitely more champagne and this one is, you know, this is brighter. More like an ivory and this is more of a deeper kind of skin tone. Really, really pretty. I like that highlighter. I'm glad I picked it up. I think it was $30 or something like that. I don't really know what it was. But I've never had Cookie before and I likey Cookie. So anyway, what I was saying before, oh, I changed my earrings. I had to put these on. They don't match my necklace, honestly. We'll just tuck that necklace in a little bit. But they look really cute. I got these last week at TJ Maxx, if you guys remember. Really cute. Yeah, so I don't think that mean girl attitude really is flattering for people that work in places like Ulta and Sephora. It also sways people from asking for help for fear of just that kind of attitude. I don't love that. I didn't like hearing them do that either. If you're gonna shit talk employees, customers like that, do it in the back. Don't do it in the floor. You do it on the floor, you just look shitty. Not to mention, I'm not trying to be petty by saying this. The girl that I spoke to that was shit talking the customer, her makeup did not look good. Okay. So she can sit there and call herself a professional all she wants. But when I get my makeup done or I approach somebody in a place like Ulta, I always try to go to people that have good makeup or they look nice. Her makeup was trash. So she wants to be shitty about the employees. Well, she should put a little bit more effort into looking the part and not just saying she is the part. Who's that? Is it Simon, huh? Hi, Simon. My Simon, here to ruin the day. Hi, Simon. Oh, Simon. So I just felt like touching up my... See, I love this. I love just the simple one shadow. I know. You can come up. Hi, baby. You here to leave your little black fur over everything? You want to say hi to everybody, Simon, now? Come here. Oh, he's my Simon. My little handsome boy. Oh, you have boogie. You have a boogie in your eye. Yucky, Simon. Oh, he loves attention. And when I started to come upstairs before, I heard him crying. Meow, meow. Matt makes fun of him. So when he starts his bullshit and he starts crying, man, it's like meow, meow, meow. He does that. He whines. He'll just meow, meow. Where did she go? Right, Simon? One thing I do like about this chair, though, I have a big fat ass, and I can sit on this chair and I can leave room behind me so Simon can sit and just mess around behind me, which is really nice. My big fat ass. Listen, if I can't talk about my big... You're back up again? If I can't talk about my big fat ass, then what can I talk about, I guess? Simon, you're ruining my chair. You're ruining my chair, Simon. So yeah, I'm excited to film my skincare video, which is still on hold for a minute, and I'm hoping to hear back from that company soon. And if they want me to talk about the product, then maybe it can be like a dual thing for me. But if they don't, I'm going to talk about the product regardless, so doesn't matter. But if I can work that into some sort of integration video for myself, I'm definitely going to do that. One thing about being somebody that does social media, and I've always been pretty transparent about this, is working with companies that send you free products, talking about the products being free, and what I really think about it. I don't like lying about a product and then people spend their hard-earned money on things that they don't like or doesn't work for them, or that I misrepresented in a video, because I do feel responsible for that, and it's just not something that I've ever done. So I got so excited when this company reached out to me about a product I already use. I was like, oh man, if this works out, that's great, because I already use it. In the future, when I get opportunities to make videos on products and things like that, and PR, you guys can bet that I'm always going to be transparent. Whether I buy it or whether I get it for free, I've always told people the drawbacks or things that I deem that I don't like about the product. I don't necessarily make it in a negative, like a bashing video. You know, I'm not gonna get PR from a company, because it's still a company and they need to make money too. And even negative videos can have a positive spin on them. It doesn't mean you have to be crappy about it. You know, say I get a product and I really don't like it. Let's say this butter gloss. NYX used to send me PR. Let's say NYX sent me this butter gloss and this color isn't right for me and I hate the way it looks. There's a difference between saying, I hate this product, it's disgusting, it's trash, versus this product really doesn't work for me. This color doesn't suit me. This isn't a formula I enjoy. So you can be honest about how you feel about a product without shitting all over it. And that's something that I don't do. So if I don't like it, I'm going to tell you guys I don't like it and why I don't like it, but that doesn't mean I'm going to just be terrible about, you know, the product in general. So I'll give you the drawbacks and I'll give you the positives, you know, positives and negatives. And, you know, I'm going to do that with the mascara, and somebody might like a mascara. So there was the one girl in Sephora. She really liked, what was it, the Ilia, I think it was? Yeah. She really, really liked this Ilia. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I got a sample of this somewhere along the lines. Wouldn't that be funny if I got a sample of this already and I hated it? If I got this mascara, I try it and I don't love it, it might not work with my chemistry, but it may work for somebody else. So it's just a matter of sharing my experiences with you versus, you know, trashing something. You could really hurt a business if you write a review that's not just unbiased and neutral. So unless you have a really terrible relationship with that company and you've had bad experience with them in particular, you know, their customer service, the way they've treated you, that's different. I feel like if a company is horrible to you and you're, you know, telling people about your experience with that company, that's a whole different thing. But as far as a product not working for you, you know, you got to be honest, but you have to be nice about it. You can't be a jerk, because that's not nice. That's not nice, right, Simon? Ooh. Simon. I'm gonna just fart right on your face. His face is stuffed into my butt. This is stuffed into my butt. I think most of the things that I bought over the last couple weeks that I have put into play into my routine, some I like more than others. I really did like this Kosas, the BB cream that I used today. This was my second time using it. I thought it worked well with the Kosas sunscreen, this one. I love this product. I love. This would be my #1 sunscreen. This is my #1. I used to use the Cooler one years ago, but I felt that anything I put over the Cooler one, it would break down. So I switched to Kosas last year, and I love it. And now I have the Kosas concealer that I'm going to try. So that would be amazing if all three work for me. I get mixed reviews on the concealer. Some people start off saying they liked it, then they reformulate. They started off saying they didn't like it, and then they reformulated, and now people say they like it. So I'm very curious as to how that's going to work out for me. And I'm not sure about the color. I didn't test it. I saw it at checkout at Sephora, and I was like, this looks like this could be my shade. I grabbed it. So we'll see. I have a ton of mascaras to test out for you guys. I do want to tell you something funny. This is really funny. So when I got the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I got this mascara. Take a drink every time I've said that word in this video. You will be drunk. I got this one, and I also got the other one, and it's a black tube, and it's got a gold rim here. I lost it. I used it maybe in my last video, and I don't know what I did with it. I can't find it anywhere. I thought maybe it fell behind my desk or on the side. I can't find it anywhere. I must have just inadvertently put it in something, you know, in a drawer, in a cup. I can't find it. So that's gonna just show up God knows when. Hopefully it's not dried out by the time I find it. Those things happen to me sometimes. It happened to me with the Marc Jacobs eyeliner once. I used it, I put it back in the box, I put it in my bag, it rolled out into, I believe, my car. I went to go return it, that's why I put it in my bag, because I hated it. When I went to return it, it wasn't in the box at Sephora. So I said, oh, okay, sorry, my bad. And I never saw it again. I don't know where it went. It went out into the ether. I don't know why that happens. Let me guys show you this. It's all my makeup powders. I still have 3 in the box. I've got 1 in my drawer. I've got 1 on my desk. I've got 3 in the box. Now I have 5. I have 5 of a discontinued powder. The one seller that I bought it from had, I think, 8 in stock. I almost bought all 8, but I thought that would be a little bit ridiculous. I'm really hoping to find a powder that rivals this, that I don't have to cry when my last one is finished, because I will cry. I'm going to cry so much. Just saying. That's it. I'll come back here tomorrow. We'll get ready again tomorrow. I'm really feeling this makeup look today though. I haven't worn bright red lips in a minute, and I think I've worn chili once. I really like it. It doesn't hurt that my teeth are bright white now. When my teeth were really messed up, like my teeth were not in good shape before, and it was because years of braces, just dental work. When I was younger, I had poor what is it called, enamel, and I just got like breakdown of my enamel, and I had all this bonding when I was a teenager, and the bonding just kept breaking off, and my teeth, I was born and my teeth were yellow. Like they just, even when I was a kid, they were yellow. So I had them done when I was like 21, and I had them whitened and all the stuff, but that only lasts so long, and you can't keep doing that to your teeth when you have bonding. It breaks it down. So when I had my teeth done, they asked me what color I wanted. I was like, OM1, obviously, which is like the brightest white you can get. So yeah, if you guys want a video on what it's like to go through 10 crowns on the top, it was kind of a crazy experience. I'm happy to share that experience with you guys, like how I found my dentist and all that good stuff. But all right, I'm gonna bounce. I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, bye.